Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another Carolina Weather Authority weather update. Currently, we do not have any storms in the Charlotte area just yet. These storms are mostly going to form in the mountains due to there being nice warm air over there, with also that area that the storms need to cool so that condensation forms and clouds form. So yeah, that was your little science lesson here. So we do have some storms entering Beech Mountain, Banner Elk, that area near Sugar Mountain. Do have some storms near Lenoir, Hickory area, and we do have severe thunderstorm warnings in Tennessee. So this Spring City cell, it's most likely going to end up just clipping this small portion of North Carolina down here. And then after that, it's going to move into parts of northern Georgia and most likely weaken. Here near Pikeville, we do have another severe thunderstorm warning. Probably a wind event if I had to take a guess, because these are some pretty strong winds. There could be some possible rotation with these, so I wouldn't rule out a tornado completely, but they're definitely possible. So if we do have a tornado warning though, I'm assuming it's about to expire because it doesn't look special at all anymore. If we go back a few scans, it looked way nicer, but the rotation has kind of just died. Could be developing some rotation to the south, but probably not. Doesn't look like. Yeah, they aren't saying anything. These do have this warning right here, this smaller severe thunderstorm warning, is a severe thunderstorm warning with destructive tag on it. The destructive tag basically means that there is large hail up to 3 inches in size or 80-mile-per-hour winds. This storm definitely doesn't have 80-mile-per-hour winds, at most in the mid-60s, upper or lower 70s. But it does have some large hail. So this is only 1.76 inches of hail, but it did have some larger hail with it. And then if that probability of severe hail is near 100, it's at 83%. So most likely, definitely some hail on this are on the ground with this storm. Let's go ahead and look at our severe watches because we do have some of those. So we have this tornado watch in effect for parts of Indiana, parts of Ohio, and Michigan. So could see some tornadoes in this area with a 60% probability of 2 or more tornadoes. Now, yes, that does sound low, but considering that the ingredients are there, we could definitely see a few tornadoes. And then we do have a 30% chance for 1 or more strong tornadoes, and a strong tornado is EF2 to EF5 strength. So EF2 tornado winds, they can reach up to I forgot. There we go. So EF2 tornado is winds of 135 miles per hour. So that is pretty strong. And EF5 is 200 miles per hour. That is definitely enough to wipe away any house that you could possibly imagine. And we do have a 50% chance of 10 or more severe wind events. That's going to be winds in excess of 58 miles per hour, with 1 or more wind events being significant, which is, I believe, 70 miles per hour. Let me check for you. Yeah, 74 miles per hour. Round up to 75. With a 70% probability of 10 or more severe hail events. Like I said earlier, that's hail in excess of 1 inch in diameter, and a 70% probability of 1 or more hailstones that are bigger than 2 inches. 2-inch hail is insanely large. They might have just updated the watch. They did, but there is no difference to anything else. So, definitely watch out for these storms. We also have a severe thunderstorm watch in Tennessee. This one has a low chance of tornadoes. Makes sense because the atmosphere isn't primed for that kind of severe weather. But they issued it because we could see 50% of all the storms are most likely going to have 10 or more severe wind events, which is winds in excess of 58 miles per hour, as I said earlier, and a 20% chance of those 75 mile per hour winds. And the hail chances are low, which is good. So 20% chance of 1-inch hail with all of these storms, and also a low 20% chance of 2-inch hail with all of these storms. And then we also have a severe thunderstorm watch in Michigan. This one has low tornado threat because it's a severe thunderstorm watch. It does have a moderate wind event, so 50% of these storms are going to have a 58 mile per hour winds with them, and 20% chance of those 75 mile per hour winds, which is low, obviously. A 40% chance of 10 or more storms, 40% chance of one storm having 10 or more severe hail events, so hail 1 inch in diameter, as I said again. And they do have a 30% chance of hailstones greater than 2-inch in diameter. So this watch expires at 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. The Tennessee one expires at 6 p.m. Central Daylight Time, and then your one in Indiana expires at 8 p.m. tonight. So let's go ahead and move on.